Coming up on Lazer Update, we discuss OCC's head registrar, Erin Kelly.
Then one of our own BMC students takes us through OCC's photo day. All of that coming up in the next 20 minutes.
Live from the Kathy Hawkins studio on the Onondaga Community College campus, it's Lazer Update. Good morning and welcome to Lazer Update. I'm Yufi Legitimus and
I'm Vincent Moody. Today is April 17th, 2023, and we have currently completed 12 of our Lazer Update shows, leaving us with only 20 shows to finish.
That's right, Vince. We've all been working real hard these past couple of weeks, and we're getting close to wrap-up time. We begin our show by meeting OCC's head registrar, Erin Kelly. Being the school's registrar, Erin has a lot of responsibility with students, schedules, and registration. Will D'Agostino brings us behind the scenes of what her job is like.
This is Erin Kelly. She's the registrar for Onondaga Community College, and her main priority is to help students graduate. Erin loves her job and helping out students register.
I am the registrar, so the registrar's office is responsible for all things related to student records, including transcripts, programs, transfer credits, and graduation. My favorite part about working here is getting to help students reach their goals. I get to attend commencement every year, which is great because I get to see the students that I've worked with cross the stage.
My career here at OCC, I've gotten to work with a lot of students, but this was my first time getting to help BMC students with their projects. Can't wait to see each of them walk the stage, and I hope that they got to learn a few things from me about their transcripts and what happens in the registrar's office.
Erin loves her job and helping out students register.
A lot of the students throughout the school year tend to run into the problem of trying to switch a class or their schedule, and Erin has been a huge help for that and continues to do so.
We now move on to talk about OCC's Photo Day, where students were able to take professional photos courtesy of the Business Club. Fatima Finley has a story.
Recently, the School of Business executed a photography event that allowed staff and students to be able to get their photos done professionally. This is what student John Lyons had to say about this opportunity.
Hundreds of dollars to do on your own, so we're providing students with a photo they can use for their LinkedIn profile or to connect with professionals and employers.
Well, I was very happy to get the email notification announcement for this event because I think it's a great opportunity for students. I'm a mature student in the business technology program, but I think it's a great opportunity for the young students to have a headshot. And everybody here was very helpful to sign in and to line up, and everything went very quick and smoothly. And it was great that they offered like wardrobe, like from the waist up for students to borrow.
The Business Club is located in W201 every Wednesday in the Mawiney building from 12:15 to 1:15. Don't forget to check them out as they achieve to bring students out their comfort zone.
Photo Day, which was held on March 8th, was a huge success and helped many students and faculty get the experience of a professional photo shoot. The Business Club is always looking for others to join by helping them prepare for their future careers.
One of our daily features on Lazer Update is called Did You Know? In past shows, we've learned about several departments, programs, and people that make OCC run every day. Today, however, we focus on one of OCC's campus buildings.
Do you know about Ferrante Hall? Anaya Gamble tells us more.
Did you know that Ferrante Hall is one of the newest buildings at OCC? Renovated in 2013, Ferrante Hall was made for the music program. Its old design was flipped upside down into the new Ferrante Hall we know today. The hall's eye-catching design was inspired by guitar bass scales on a fretboard, with practice rooms for music students to improve their skills. But that isn't the only thing within the walls of Ferrante. Ferrante also has its very own art gallery with different shows from all around the world, along with the School of Science, Engineering, and Math, with a unique, one-of-a-kind plant wall made by the staff members of OCC. And we can't forget about the School of Health. Located on the first floor of Ferrante Hall, the program is a place for future doctors, nurses, and paramedics. And now you know about Ferrante Hall.
If you haven't been inside yet, be sure to check out Ferrante Hall anytime throughout the school week to see the classes that are held there and what they have to offer.
Before we break, let's take a look at the upcoming events happening at OCC this week. Check it out. The SCC Healthy Start will be available in Mawini Hall on Tuesday, April 18th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be sure to stop by if you're interested or have any questions.
Also, Syracuse University will be on campus Tuesday, April 18th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the Gordon Center.
I'd say what I really like about OCC is that there's a lot of diverse people here.
My favorite part about OCC is all the support they have here for the students, whether it be in the classroom or out of the classroom. They're always here to help you.
I love OCC because the class sizes are really small, and you also get a lot of time to work on the high-tech gear that we have and that they have to offer here.
Discover why OCC is the right fit for you.
Why did I choose OCC? I chose OCC because it's close to home.
Why did I come to OCC? I came to OCC because it was financially affordable for my family.
Why did I choose OCC? I chose OCC for the hands-on learning.
Season 6 is coming to Netflix on April 18th. The show is starring Rob Odenkirk and Rhea Seehorn, who also starred in the first season of the show. If you're a fan of the show Breaking Bad, make sure to check this one out.
Welcome back to Lazer Update. So far, we've gotten to learn and see a lot of the OCC campus. For our next segments, we will get to learn about OCC's new esports team, and we will also get to talk to a student on campus to find out what their favorite movies are.
Most of us playing video games is a competitive and fun way to escape reality. But have you ever thought of playing to compete against other schools? Keith Edwards is taking up the opportunity to become head coach of OCC's new esports team. Being an avid gamer himself, he seems up for the challenge.
Keith Edwards has worked at Onondaga Community College for years. As the school announced their new esports team, he now looks to take on a new role for the Lazers.
What it is basically an electronic-based or computer-based programming for games. I've always had an affinity for gaming. I've always wanted to be able to contribute. This just it kind of called to me. So we have Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, and Rocket League. A lot of the games are cross-platform, which means you can play them on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the computer. These kids have really accepted the whole team philosophy. So it's a lot of fun, and it's really fulfilling. Seeing them develop as a team from last semester to this semester has been a great feeling, and I'm looking forward to some really good successes with these teams.
Edwards hopes not only to teach his players about teamwork and bonding, but also for them to carry these lessons in the classroom, out of the classroom, and throughout their lives.
With their new arena finally finished and the players now getting to compete with the new technology, Edwards hopes to guide the esports team to victory in the 2023 season.
As college students, many of us enjoy having snacks or food with us during school hours or in the dorms. Free snacks were served to students on campus a week before spring break, courtesy of the OCC Foundation. Eliza McMahon tells us more.
With midterms and project due dates coming up, the week before spring break can be a stressful time. Snacks for Students, one of many events organized by the OCC Foundation, hopes to make things easier by giving students a little treat.
So this is our third year doing Snacks for Students. It's a fundraiser that is run by the OCC Foundation.
The event is funded by a monetary donation from teachers, while the foundation receives a donation of food from Wegmans. Together, this fundraiser strives to give something no student can resist: free snacks.
Being here on campus, living in the res halls, and doing student government here, it keeps me on my toes. Knowing that there is something like this that is helping give other students food to keep them going, I think it's a great idea, and I wish I saw it more.
This year, Snacks for Students also includes an optional survey with the potential to win some great prizes.
The student provides their contact information to the OCC Foundation, and in turn they become eligible for either a Barnes & Noble gift card or a gift card at American Food and Vending. So it's a great way for the student to earn some, an extra surprise, if you will, by participating in it.
This is the third year in a row that Snacks for Students has run, and with the crowds it draws, we're sure to see it next spring as well.
The OCC Foundation is always looking for donations. These donations help many OCC students get prepared for their futures, such as choosing a certain path to get to a bachelor's degree.
Many OCC students have very unique tastes when it comes to movies. One of our own BMC students went around OCC campus and got the chance to discuss movies with them and see which ones were their favorites. Kyle Goff has the details.
As the Oscars are coming up, students are ready to talk about what their top movie picks of all time are.
My first one is Encanto because it is a gorgeous film with a lot of good backstory. My second is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The first, not the second, because the first is superior. And my third would probably be The Lorax because we gotta save the trees.
My favorite movie would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because it has no bad songs on its soundtrack and it pretty much revolutionized like a certain style of animation. My second favorite movie was this old movie called Undercover Brother, and then my all-time third favorite would be A Silent Voice.
Bohemian Rhapsody because it's a really good soundtrack and it's about Freddie Mercury. Forrest Gump because it's a really good storyline, and Hereditary because it's filmed really well and I love scary movies.
There you have it. Students at OCC gave you their top movie picks to prepare for the Oscars. This is posted to campus. For Lazer Update, I'm Kyle Goff.
It seems most students on the OCC campus have different interests when it comes to movies, and some students prefer certain movie genres other than others.
And now it's time for a sports update. We'll first check in with our men's and women's lacrosse team's most recent results and their upcoming schedules. The men's lacrosse team defeated Mohawk Valley April 12th with an outstanding score of 39-0. This impressive game puts them at 3 wins in a row.
Also, the women's lacrosse team secured a win on April 11th with a score of 20-3. Macy Diordio led the team with 4 goals and 3 assists.
In upcoming games, the men's lacrosse team will face Tompkins Cortland on April 18th in Dryden, New York, looking to secure their 4th win in a row.
Also, the women's lacrosse team will face North Country at home on April 18th at the Chuck Wilbur Field.
Are you tired of paying hundreds of dollars for one textbook? Well, have no fear, Box of Books is here. Box of Books is a program where you only have to pay $21 per credit hour for your textbooks. And the best part is, you don't have to keep the books for the rest of your life. At the end of the semester, you can walk into the bookstore to return your textbooks, or you can ship them from the comfort of your home. So stop draining your bank account and start spending your money on really cool things like this hoodie. Stop by the bookstore in the Whitney Atrium or scan this QR code for more information.
The Coulter Library is your place for entertainment. With over 77,000 books, movies, and CDs, there's always something to do. Your place for research help. Trouble with a project? Ask a librarian. Your place for quiet space. Shh. Our first floor is reserved for quiet work only. Your place for IT help. Visit our help desk on the 2nd floor. All this and so much more at the Coulter Library. Open 7 days a week. For more information, visit sunyocc.edu/library.
Edwards has officially transferred to play basketball at West Virginia University. After the announcement of him leaving the Syracuse program, he was narrowed down to 3 schools, which consisted of Kansas, Gonzaga, and West Virginia, ultimately choosing the Mountaineers. Edwards put up an impressive 14.5 points per game and 10 points per game in the 2023 season.
Welcome back to Lazer Update. As you may know, we like to bring up a segment called God Issues, where we discuss a current topic of the day. For today's topic, we discuss the effects of social media. Here's your host, Will D'Agostino.
Thanks, Yuffie. Hello, everyone. I'm Will D'Agostino, and today on Got Issues, we're discussing social media's influence on our society. Social media is being used all around the world, but how beneficial is it really? Joining me today are Olivia Ramirez and Fatima Finley to talk about the influence of social media. Thank you for joining me. Olivia, I'll throw you the first question. How has social media influenced our generation?
Social media has a huge influence on our generation. I don't know anybody who doesn't have at least one social media that they use often. And it should be a fun way for people to connect and something to do for entertainment, but it can definitely have a negative influence on us.
Yeah, I totally agree. Fatima, what are maybe some of the benefits of social media?
So I feel like some of the benefits from social media is that a lot of people, like a lot of the older generations, you know, they looking for the newspaper to like come flying by on their front yard, but you know, kids nowadays, they get all their information from like, you know, social media, like the news, the weather, sports. I know a lot of the sports are coming around. And, you know, it's a good way for like people to keep on top of the current events.
Yeah, I totally agree. Olivia, if social media and online maybe had an age limit, what would you maybe recommend it to be?
I would probably recommend about 13 years old for someone to start using it. Even that, it can have a negative impact, but any younger, just way too much of a negative impact on the younger people.
Yeah, yep, no doubt. And Fatima, should there be like limits? I know that there maybe should be limits for kids, but maybe should there be limits for adults too on social media?
Honestly, I feel like there shouldn't be any like limit as of like for the people. Well, I guess you could say like no, because like a lot of people use social media as like their form of like a job because, you know, maybe they might be struggling trying to find a legitimate job. So, you know, they just go to social media because they know a lot of people around the world are on social media.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Olivia, and do you have maybe like a favorite app you use?
Yeah, I think the social media I use most often is Snapchat. It's a fun way to communicate with my friends quickly. You see something funny, you just take a picture, snap it to them, or you want to say something funny, just snap your friend group or one individual friend.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, no doubt. When we come back, we get more in depth on social media and if it's a toxic atmosphere. Our discussion continues right here on God Issues.
Say what I really like about OCC is that there's a lot of diverse people here.
My favorite part about OCC is all the support they have here for their students, whether it be in the classroom or out of the classroom. They're always here to help you.
I love OCC because the class sizes are really small and you also get a lot of time to work on the high-tech gear that we have and that they have to offer here.
Discover why OCC is the right fit for you. Welcome back. I'm Will DiAgostino. Here again, I'm with Olivia Ramirez and Fatima Finley, and we've been talking a little bit about the influence of social media. Let's continue. Olivia, I'll throw you the next question. Is TikTok becoming a toxic atmosphere?
The funny thing about TikTok is it's different for everyone, depending on who you follow and what kind of videos you like. So I think for some people, it can definitely be a toxic atmosphere. I say to those who think that it is toxic, maybe try following other pages or limiting what you like on TikTok.
Yeah. Fatima, how does social media maybe affect our day-to-day lives?
So I feel like social media, you know, takes part in our lives because even with the younger generation, like I know the kids nowadays, their first instinct is to go straight to social media because whatever video that they see, they like and they want to keep seeing more of it. But it's like, you should probably go outside and like find some hobbies to do so you can actually like learn and experience how a kid should be growing up instead of just always running to social media.
Yep, for sure. Olivia, why what are some of the ways you stay off the screens like in your day-to-day life?
So for me, I keep all of my socials on one of the last pages of my smartphone, and I also have all my notifications turned off so it doesn't leave me constantly wanting to like check and see what that one notification is. That really helps me stay off of socials for a long time.
Yeah. And Fatima, maybe one last question to you. Do you have like a favorite app you use?
Honestly, I like TikTok, honestly. But I like TikTok because I get to actually learn about like other people's like environments, like, oh, you know, dog feeding videos or, you know, whatever it is going on. Like, I just find it like a good way to like gain some type of knowledge.
Yeah. And maybe one last question, fun one for you, Olivia. What's like the most fun one, and maybe the one that's most used right now in our generation?
Oh, geez. I mean, yeah, I kind of got to go with Fatima on that one. I think for fun, it's TikTok for everybody. That is the site.
For sure, yeah. I'd like to thank my guests, Olivia Ramirez and Fatima Finley. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I'm Will D'Agostino, and that's Got Issues.
Thanks, Will. Well, folks, that's a wrap for another Lazer update. We hope you've enjoyed watching. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Onondaga's Campus Connection. Episodes are uploaded every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. I'm Yufi Legitimus.
And I'm Vincent Moody, and that's Lazer Update.